The stablecoin dominance right now is still hovering around the support, and while we are at this support, guys, we are seeing Bitcoin coming down. So that's very interesting, guys. We are going to have a look at Bitcoin in today's video, but I want to start off with the regular financial markets because, as you may recall, I made a video right here at the end of October. Actually, that video was on the 26th of October roughly, where I talked about the Halloween effect. And that is that often you are seeing the stocks in the last part of the year in October, November, December rallying, and we definitely have seen a rally. And I gotta be honest, guys, this rally came way farther and higher than I initially expected. But I also think, guys, that sometimes it's kind of easier to trade the regular financial markets, as normally there's less volatility there with Bitcoin. There are some exceptions, but the structures sometimes are very clear. So we were like here talking about a bounce exactly at that support level because there was a previous resistance level. We had the Halloween effect coming up. We have this declining white line coming in there. So this was a very easy setup to long the regular financial markets, right? So these setups on the S&P 500 can actually be very beautiful. And if you like to trade them, you can do that over on the BingX exchange using US dollar Theta as collateral. If you join with the affiliate link down below, you can join will alerts. You can get a deposit bonus up to $9,600 US, and you don't need any KYC to trade over on this specific exchange. But as you can see, with going up right here, we do get a lot of these gaps up. And in the stock market, it's the same with Bitcoin futures. Normally, these gaps are going to be filled sooner or later. So that's definitely something that I'm watching also because we are approaching a very key resistance level in the stock market with high interest rates and a inverting yield curve that is coming back up right here. So things definitely to watch. If we have a look at the Dixie did came down, and that was good for risk on assets. That was good for Bitcoin. That was good for altcoins. That is good for the regular financial markets. I think this chart can actually go lower, but as you can see, right now we are at somewhat of a support right here. So this former resistance is something that we are testing right now. The relative strength index came down pretty hard. On the fix, we are also at somewhat of a support. So I wouldn't be too surprised if this one maybe goes a little bit up, but eventually is rolling over. That's for the regular financial markets. Now let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been fooling us kind of crazy because we were in this rising consolidation, broke out to the upside, got a nice rally, then we topped at roughly 38,000. This was a level that I've been pointing out because of the stablecoin dominance, which we will jump into in a second. But from that level, we got quite a drop all the way back down to 34.8k. Then we got another rally to test that high again, which we did. We did test that high. We couldn't break it again. And yeah, now we are coming back down and Bitcoin is trading at 36,700. I still think there's quite a likelihood that this is somewhat needs a little bit more of a correction before we can continue higher. But like I said in my previous videos as well, guys, I definitely think that this is the chart to watch. This is the stablecoin dominance. And if we just look at this chart and we would assume that this chart is like an altcoin, the regular financial markets, doesn't matter, gold. If you just look at this chart and you see this declining channel, then you can see that at the moment where we are consolidating right now, there is a lot of support levels lining up. So we have the previous resistance coming in right there. So that is already a horizontal level. Very important. We have a diagonal level right here because we have this declining channel also coming in right there. And if I were to measure the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom right here till the highs, then we actually right now also touching the first Fibonacci level. So all in all combined, and then going for example to an 8-hour time frame, a 6-hour or 4-hour, you actually see that the price is coming down while the relative strength index is coming up. We did somewhat have a breakout. I think the breakout is better visible in the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, we got some resistance right here in the relative strength index. We broke out, we retested it. Right now bouncing off from it. So it looks like, guys, it's a bit confusing as this chart is dancing with the 4-hour EMA ribbon, but it looks like that we could get a little bit more of a bounce in this chart, and I can definitely be wrong, and I'm happy to change my bias whenever this one is rolling over and when we break these lows again. That would be definitely very, very bullish for Bitcoin, but right now I'll just going to maybe lean a little bit more to the fact that we could get that sale, that Black Friday sale on Bitcoin. Again, nothing is guaranteed. Bitcoin is most likely pretty early still in that cycle, and we might just like take off from here. You know, Bitcoin stays Bitcoin, but definitely worth noting that the stablecoin dominance is just at a very important support level, and that even though if we would like to break this level, it still would make sense to first get a bounce before breaking this specific level. And if we have a look at other indicators, it definitely looks like that this is a little bit setting up for a bounce. If we go to Bitcoin and we bring, for example, the 4-hour EMA ribbon, then you can see that we did had a close below the 4-hour EMA ribbon right here. We actually traded below. Then we actually traded back above it. So that is kind of bullish if we can hold this level. But yeah, often when we have a look at previous price action of Bitcoin, the moment we break below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, for example, right here, we can break back above, but there's definitely some momentum lost. Like, for example, what we have right here, where we're trading already some time below it, then break above it. But yeah, of course, it's also it's really depending on how we are looking at the price action, because here we can see it as well, break below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, break back above, but eventually, you know, the momentum is declining. But I'm not really sure if that's the best comparison with the price action right now, because in 2019 we did had some examples where we broke below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, broke back above, and just took off again, right? So it's difficult to say exactly what is going to happen right now in the shorter term time frame. I think the biggest edge that we can have as a trader is the stablecoin dominance, and the significance of the level right now is just something I don't want to take too lightly. We also did saw Bitcoin losing some momentum, so yeah, definitely going to stand a little bit on the sidelines and see how this is going to play out. Structure wise, we do see that we did reclaim some levels right here, actually still holding above this former resistance, so that is good. Also holding above the 4-hour EMA ribbon. Maybe it works that we can actually get that last push, because normally November is a very bullish month for Bitcoin. December tends to be a little bit less, but that also depends again on which part of the cycle are we. So December often is a very good time for altcoins, guys, and I think that Bitcoin dominance is actually lining up pretty damn good for a nice altcoin rally, as we are coming up right here with a bearish divergence. We have this uptrend, this support, but this is also, again, guys, I don't want to run too much upfront of all what's going to happen. Of course, we have to anticipate, but for really to speculate my Bitcoin into altcoins, I want to wait till this breakdown. We did made some trades over on Will Alerts, actually some beautiful trades, guys. This one was really crazy. We traded, the last trade on an altcoin we did was DYDX. We've entered right here, and we came up roughly to 120 to 130% profit. And yesterday, when we were in this green box, we've shared over on Will Alerts that it's time to take profits. And the moment we shared that, already 1 day later, we left this box already and we are coming down. But this chart has been really outperforming Bitcoin, outperforming US dollar, because we actually had, from what is the date right here, from 14th of October to 15th November. So that is a double of your investment, more than double your investment in a 1 month time frame. Kind of crazy, right? And I think this is also a very fundamentally good token, because decentralized exchanges are something that are needed in the future. This is the biggest decentralized exchange out there, and the beautiful thing with this one is that it has just a beautiful structure, because we also traded this one. We entered in the green zone right here, and we exited on top here. This was a move of also 130%. We just did the exact same playbook right here again. Wait for the buy zone, zone, get an alert, enter. Or if you wanna be safe, you can just wait for the breakout. You might have a less percentage gain, but still it's a very good risk to reward ratio. And yeah, this thing rallies. Now it's time to take profits. Of course, can we break out to the upside? Yes, that can definitely happen. If you want to still hold a little bit of your bag, sure, do it. But it's always good to take profits, especially when you have like 100% profit. So guys, that trade was very, very successful. If we have a look at Ordinals, one of the other bets that we are doing, we can see that a lot of floor prices are actually increasing. So Pixel Peppers is going to 0.077 Bitcoin floor price. Bitcoin Frogs is at 0.074, almost 0.075. We have Bitcoin Punks almost going to 0.06. Guys, this is actually really beautiful, and we have been investing very early on in Ordinals, and to be honest, I bought Pixel Peppers like when it was actually trading higher than the levels right now, but we are getting close to the levels because I also bought some Pixel Peppers when it was trading at 0.03 or 0.04. And another thing, guys, that is really exploding right now is Audi against US dollar, and this, I think we are one of the first channels that were really bullish on Ordinals. And let me remove the drawings right here, but we actually have been bullish for this whole period right here. And the reason why, and I've been very clear over on this, the reason why I'm so bullish on Audi as an altcoin is only already the historical value. Audi is the first ever altcoin created on Bitcoin. Similar with Ethereum, right? Ethereum has all these ERC20 tokens, but the first ERC20 token in that time, honestly, I don't know what it is right now. I actually looked it up, but I forgot about it. But during that time, the first ERC20 token after Ethereum exploded, of course, did very good. So the first altcoin on Bitcoin, also very promising. And guys, I have to say, I think Bitcoin is looking just very promising. We got this altcoin doing so good. We got Ordinals doing very, very good, catching up really a lot of momentum. And we are not even close to where we were with Ethereum NFTs. And I think that actually the market cap of Bitcoin NFTs can surpass the market cap of Ethereum NFTs. It's kind of crazy how early we are. But yeah, I also want to hammer on the fact, and I don't want to give you too much information into today's video because we already discussed a lot of things, but I still want to hammer down on the fact that I still think that this bull market is going to be shorter lived. It will be less explosive, but still very explosive compared to previous bull markets. And I think it's very important that you have a certain exit strategy for this bull market, as I think that there are some very heavy times ahead. Not necessarily now, maybe also not next year, or maybe it's beginning at the end of next year. I don't know the timing exactly. We will see it unfold whenever it's happening. But I think some heavy storms are brewing in the background, and recessions can come. I think massive collapse in the regular financial markets can come, like the cycle low will be roughly in 2026, and I do think that however the scenario would look, sooner or later we are going to see a decline into that 2026 time period. So yeah, guys, that is my opinion on the markets. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, guys. That is very much appreciated. Stay connected with me during this bull market. Know when to take profits. Make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.